position. Double butterflies here for Nick Green. As you mentioned, Ben, in the preview show, Josh Neer talked about how he wanted to essentially knock everyone out in this tournament, and that's an aggressive game plan.
Yeah, now we will be able to see that portion of his game that he's clearly worked hard on.
Neer, beautifully done, Josh Neer.
Nice combo.
Yep.
Yeah, big overhand right, left hook behind it.
Josh Neer's got to make sure he doesn't get too aggressive with that ground and pound, but you can already see the face of Nick Green swelling a little bit on that right side.
Yeah, that was a hard shot.
The way Josh Neer throws that ground and pound, he throws it from the hip.
Oh, those were those were legit strikes.
Yeah.
Now Neer got to defend this leg attack.
This is where you got to defend properly.
He's looking for like a toe hold, but Josh is very cognizant of his knee line. Yep.
We talk about Neer coming from that MMA background. He has a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so this isn't a completely foreign world to him by any means. Yeah. Stepping over to mount, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, he was very confident fending off those
submissions. Very good position for Josh.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to creep right on over, try to set some strikes up. There it is. There he is.
Ooh. Really posturing up. Raining down the punishment is Neer. Green trying to move.
Way to work his hips, though, and at least get out of mount, right? Half guard is slightly better. It's not great, but better than full mount. Got quarter guard.
Yeah, he's got to
move,
Yeah, he's got to move.
Josh Neer putting on a clinic and showing what these palm strikes can really do if that's your point of emphasis and game plan. I think we might see some blood here. The hair. Oh man,
ooh,
that might have been a hammer fist.
Yeah,
a little bit of forearm.
A little bit of a forearm.
Yeah, Neer. Green complaining to the referee. The referee didn't see it. Obviously, Neer's not supposed to do that, but some instinct may come into play with many fights as Neer's
I mean, it looked like he was trying to do an open palm. It just happened to be his forearm that connected to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it didn't look intentionally dirty. Yeah.
But this is right what we were talking about, man. You got to be in hardcore with the clinch, or you got to. There you go.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There was his
opportunity.
Now Neer in on the neck of Green. Nice position here for Neer to maybe rain down some punishment to the body.
Yep, tenderize those ribs.
A little bit under 3 minutes left in regulation. And you look at the fight that Josh Neer is implementing here. I mean, this doesn't look any different than an MMA fight in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
The cardio that you're getting here, there's no break. Like, you can frame, you can clinch in regular jiu-jitsu and feel pretty good and confident about catching your breath. But when you got someone pounding on you, there's no break.
Yeah, Josh is doing a good job of keeping a strong pace, even in not the best positions, but working from half guard, working from Nick Green's quarter guard, and able to keep the game moving with those strikes.
I mean, a lot left to be decided between these two. Could be headed to overtime. Kimura grip now here for Josh Neer.
He's trying to isolate the arm. Hard to do when the guy's back's on the mat like that, but maybe switch to an arm bar.
Definitely not a comfortable position for Nick Green.
Looking like an arm bar transition for Josh Neer. If he can straighten that arm up and get the thumb up, he needs to rotate that wrist and get Nick Green's thumb pointing up. There it is. There it is.
Yep. There we go.
Josh the Dentist Neer submits the black belt. On his way to the quarterfinals, Josh Neer is here to make a statement, and a statement was made getting the submission in regulation. My goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner at 8 minutes and 13 seconds into regulation. The stoppage comes by way of armbar. It is Josh the Dentist Neer. What a well-rounded and vicious and violent performance by the Dentist. Josh Neer gets a submission, but win or lose, Nick Green, even if he didn't get submitted there, was going to walk away wearing the effects of this fight.
Yeah, he got a bit beat up. But you know what? He did well, you know, as a high-level jiu-jitsu practitioner to defend. I mean, this is a grizzled veteran in Josh Neer, UFC fighter. And he was able to kind of keep up until eventually it was just a little too much at the end. Josh Neer stacked up those attacks, found the Kimura, and eventually was able to stretch it out to an armbar. But props to Nick Green for hanging in there, man. He did some good hip movements. He stayed out of, it could have been a lot worse. He got full mounted almost had his back taken a few times. You know, Josh Neer's as tough as they come. So good job, both men.
Josh Neer getting it done, a submission in regulation over Nick Green. The Eddie Bravo Invitational. We are live tonight.